Well, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you saw my last video, and thank you so much. Today, I thought we would go down more the science route and focus a bit more on exercise physiology with regards to strength training slash weightlifting slash resistance training, whatever word you use for it, they're all the same. So I know there's a lot of falsehoods and myths out there behind this, and if I'm being honest, believed them at some point through my fitness journey, which is why I was so reluctant at first to even give it a try. But if I'm being completely honest, ever since I started it, there has been a whole shift in every single aspect of my life, and I just want to share some of that with you guys today. So we're gonna delve into it. We're gonna talk a little bit about the benefits of getting into strength training, especially for women. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're gonna go into the benefits of strength training. First one, exercise. Of course, it's a good way to manage fat loss. I say fat loss, not weight loss, because muscle weighs more than fat. So when you start strength training, you may find that the number on the scale might go up, even if your dress sizes are going down. This is why usually when I'm working with people, I tell them not to mind the number on the scale too much, because it can really be deceptive and throwing you off when you're getting really good results because your fat percentage is going down, but you're feeling discouraged because you see the number on the scale going up, but you are achieving your goal. Now, the really good thing about increasing your muscle percentage is you burn more calories, even just sitting around on your rest days. This is because muscle needs more energy to do nothing than fat does. Yeah, seriously. You could just be sitting there and you find that you have a higher calorie burn than somebody else who has a higher fat percentage, because your muscles work harder to just chill out and do the essential things for the day than fat does. Second benefit of strength training, it increases bone density. Now, this is especially important for women as we get older, because we are way more prone to things like osteoporosis that cause our bones to be weak and brittle and prone to fractures and breaks, which can limit mobility and really affect your lifespan. Now, what osteoporosis does is it increases the amount of bone that is being broken down over the amount that's being formed. That's it. Simple. How can strength training help? Well, basically what strength training does is it puts stress on your bones. I know, it sounds bad. But this stress is good stress, because it then activates your bone cells and they increase the amount of bone that's formed over the amount that's being broken down. So you find you have heavier bones. This also has added benefit of improving your joint stability and connective tissues. It just means that it'll be easier for you to get around by yourself for longer. Isn't that a good thing? Third benefit of strength training, it preserves your muscle mass. Yeah, it helps you build, but it also helps you keep what you already have, so you're less prone to things like sarcopenia. And there is actually research that has proven that strength training is a good therapeutic option for people with sarcopenia, which is caused by reduced muscle mass. Or it helps manage weight loss, fat loss in this case, actually. Now, the thing with strength training is it might increase your weight. What I mean by this is muscle weighs more than fat. As you build up muscle and burn fat, you might notice that the number on the scale is going up, even as your dress sizes are going down. Don't worry about this at all. It's not an indicator of you doing badly on your journey. It's actually a good thing. Great thing about muscle is it burns more calories just to do nothing than fat does. So you will find that even on your rest days, when you're just chilling, doing nothing, you're still burning more calories than you would if you were in strength training. More upsides. 5, it helps with certain depressive symptoms, such as low mood, feelings of worthlessness, and also loss of interest in activities. This is all based on research. Don't worry, I'm not just pulling this out of the air because I'm trying to convince you to work out with me. And I will link all this stuff down in the bio. Now, from 5, we're going to link that into 6 because then we can talk about them together. Now, number 6 is the improved. Now, number 6 is it can really improve your body image, self-confidence, and also social anxiety. Seriously, I've experienced this myself. Before I started strength training, my self-esteem was not great, and my self-confidence even worse. But there was just something about going in there lifting and feeling that powerful that just kind of made it skyrocket. Now, why did I say I wanted to link 5 and 6 together? Endorphins. As you work out, you release feel-good hormones called endorphins. And that's the reason why after you hit a good session, you're just happy, it's singing, it's smiling. And those are things that you're just happy and singing and smiling. Those are just endorphins at play. Now, maybe I should even just link that into 7 as well, because when you have increased endorphins from working out a lot, of course you want to keep doing that. So 7, it helps improve your enjoyment of exercise, mostly because you're chasing those endorphins, right? Right? And I know you're probably wondering, oh, I could get that with aerobic exercise. But again, research has shown that these last 3 things have much higher effects if you're doing strength training than over cardio. Again, in the bio, it improves your overall strength. No brainer, right? Because you have more muscle. Now, this is where I'm going to take a quick pause because this is where the biggest falsehoods lie, especially for women. People always say, oh, if you start strength training, you get stronger, then you bulk up, and that might not be your desired look. Wrong. You can improve your strength without necessarily bulking up, especially for women. Why? Because of testosterone. The reason why men start lifting and get big is because they have so much more testosterone than we do. In order for women to get to that level, it takes a whole lot more dedication and time. Seriously, if you have ever met a female bodybuilder, the work that goes into it, the dedication, the schedule, it's not the same as what I do even. Like, that is next level. Now, linking into 8 is number 9, which is body sculpting. Now, yeah, I know I said you wouldn't necessarily bulk up when you're strength training, especially for women, and that's true, but you can definitely change the way your body looks. Yes, I know people always go on about genetics and genes, and those do play a part in it, absolutely, but you can give them a big shove using strength training. I know that I did. I said in my last video, when I first started working out, I was doing a whole lot of cardio, and it just made me really lean, but I lost all my curves, and I really wanted them back without necessarily having to gain all that weight back, well, in terms of fat. So when I started strength training, I started looking into what the options are here, and I stumbled upon body sculpting and the way that you can kind of tailor your routines to what you want your body to look like. And that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years now, almost. Oh my goodness. And it's really worked for me. There's been a big difference in the before and the after. 10, it improves heart health, reduces your risk of stroke, and developing metabolic disorders. Yeah, I know people say this about exercise in general, but again, there's research that shows that strength training has its own specific effects in this realm. Now, what it does is it can really help you decrease the amount of fat you have in the sac where your heart lays within your body. This is really helpful because that fat around that sac is usually a high indicator of going on to then develop heart disease. Another way it does this is it has been shown to specifically increase the amount of good cholesterol and reduce the amount of bad cholesterol. Last but not least, it also improves your core and flexibility. So if you're into things like running, yoga, Pilates, strength training is a great thing to have adjacent to that. I know, because again, I'm very, I'm very, very into running. And I know the difference I've had since I started strength training versus when I was just running. And the amount of power I'm able to get in my legs, especially when I'm sprinting, out of this world. I didn't even think I could move that fast. Okay, I know that's a lot of information to digest at once. But benefits of YouTube, you can always run this video back if you feel like you missed anything at any point. Also, feel free to leave any extra burning questions you have for me in the comments and I'll respond. Again, the links will be there too if you want to get super sciencey and read up all about them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, come back for more. There'll be some fun stuff coming up soon. Thank you. Bye.